What is up, everybody? Welcome back for another cryptocurrency news article. Today's article comes from Decrypt, and you've been wondering when these Ethereum ETFs are going to start. Well, fingers crossed, I hope they start beginning next week, because Ethereum ETFs to start trading next week as the SEC gathers final drafts, says a source. Now, the SEC has directed asset managers to submit finalized registration statements for a July 23 launch. Okay, let's see. We saw what kind of happened with Bitcoin, so don't expect the price to move just instantaneous. Give it a couple of weeks as movements start happening, money starts inflowing it. But no, so yeah, as long as everything falls according to plan, we'll be seeing those trades next week. But let's go through this article to hear a little bit more. The Securities and Exchange Commission is telling asset managers to submit final versions of registration statements for spot Ethereum ETFs by Wednesday, with the product's launches slated for July 23rd. Two sources familiar with the SEC's process confirmed to Decrypt that will happen. Now, the approval process for the spot Ethereum ETF has been notably slow since the regulatory abrupt approval of spot Ethereum ETFs in May, allowing investors to gain exposure to Ethereum through a traditional brokerage account, and anticipation has increased steadily since. Now, the SEC's recent communication with asset managers were first reported on Monday by Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, who wrote in Twitter, aka X, that the finalized registration statements should also include each fund's respective management fees. Now, here's that tweet from him. Hearing the SEC has finally gone back to the issuer today, asking them to /request effective on Monday for Tuesday, 7/23. He wrote, and this was his tweet right here. I know usually it looks better when it's actually in tweet form. But the details were confirmed to Decrypt by two separate sources, one of whom affirmed receiving similar communications from the agency. Now, while the SEC approved key filings for spot Ethereum ETFs in May, the regulator has yet to greenlight individuals' S1 filings from 8 asset managers, including BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Previously, the SEC chair Gary Gensler said that the approval process is dependent on ETF hopefuls providing investors for disclosure, but that it will still be going smoothly. Following the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs in January, which have seen around $15.8 billion in inflow so far this year, the launch of spot Ethereum ETFs could be relatively a big moment for crypto's second largest coin by market capitalization. Per K33's research, spot Ethereum ETFs could draw up $4 billion in inflows within the first 5 months. Still, as the approval process has played out, Ethereum's price has faded from a peak in May of around $4,000, and the asset's price has climbed 15% over the past week to around $3,400, yet it still plunged below the $2,900 earlier this month. So that's the price for you there. But no, they're expecting to see potentially, $4 billion inflow. How much got thrown into Bitcoin was $15.8 billion. So again, like I said earlier, I personally feel like don't expect the price to increase rapidly, but soon to follow afterwards. If you want to see how fast, look at the metrics for Bitcoin and how once they were filed, once they started trading, when it was going in, that will definitely give you an idea of possibly how Ethereum's ETF will function as well. So yeah, so that's the ETF news for you if you're wondering when those ETF trades are going to happen. But yeah, so hopefully the 23rd next week. Let's see if that happens. But if you enjoyed this article read through, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.